start of day 133. It is Saturday, August 6th. I actually slept okay, but my the patch didn't work on my sleeping pad, so I slept on the ground the entire night, which luckily last night I wasn't sleeping on any rocks, so it wasn't terrible, but having the air mattress is way more comfortable. So I'm gonna have to try to get that fixed. I don't know. I'll try something else, and I might just have to buy a new pad. Yeah, the pads are expensive, but sleep is important out here, so sometimes it's worth it to just spend the money. But so the plan for today, the original plan was to hike 18 miles to a shelter, but I learned that there's a motel for like $60 at just under 17 miles. So I might do that because there's also laundry where I can, clean my clothes there. So I don't know. I'm gonna decide. It was supposed to rain today, and it might, but the last I heard was that there was no chance of rain anymore. So I don't know. Everything's up in the air for a little bit. I'm just gonna hike some miles and then kind of see what I'm feeling, if I want to go to that motel or not. I've heard really good things about it. So, and like I said, $60 isn't too bad. I just got a shower yesterday, but I could use a shower again, and then clean clothes, and a nice comfy bed. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna get packed up, eat my breakfast, and get going. Nothing like starting the morning off with an uphill rock scramble. Whew, and these bugs are terrible. I hit the 1,600 mile marker. So for my celebration candy, I chose Nerds gummy clusters. I've been wanting these for a while, so I decided to make them one of the 100 mile marker celebrations. So, woohoo! That's so cool. So not only did I reach the 1,600 mile marker today, but I also passed out of Massachusetts and into Vermont. Okay, well, I don't know where the Vermont sign is, but so this one says welcome to Massachusetts, but that's going southbound. Let's see if there's a welcome to Vermont sign. Yay! Made it to Vermont. So for the first 100 miles of the long trail, the long trail shares its first 100 miles with the Appalachian Trail. And apparently the long trail is older than the Appalachian Trail, and the long trail was the inspiration for the Appalachian Trail. So that's kind of cool. Now the long trail, after the 100 miles, I don't know, it takes a left maybe. I actually don't know. Anyway, it takes a turn and it goes up towards Canada. So in 100 miles, I need to be really cautious and make sure that I stay on the Appalachian Trail because I am headed to Maine, not Canada. All right, so let's see what this says. The long trail maintained by the Green Mountain Club follows the Green Mountain Range for 273 miles north to Canada. White painted blazes mark the trail. Blue blazes mark side trails. The AT follows the long trail for 105 miles. Okay, yeah. Awesome. All right, goodbye, Massachusetts. You were okay, not the most fun, but you weren't terrible. Hello, Vermont. So far, Vermont has not been any muddier than other states, but I just entered Vermont, so I still have a while to figure it out. But there are some of these platforms that I was talking about earlier I was curious if Vermont would have. I like walking on these things because it just switches it up, makes it more interesting than just walking on the ground. Now I'm seeing why people call Vermont Vermud. I've gone 8.1 miles so far. It's like 12:15, and it's just one of those days that I really just don't feel like hiking. I have either 9 or 10 more miles, depending on if I get off a little bit sooner to go to a hotel, which is what I'm leaning towards, or if I continue to the shelter. That'll be about 10 more miles, but I'm just gonna take a little break right here. Seems like a really pretty view. So I'll eat lunch and then continue on. All day I've seen maybe 3 Sobos, so not very many people at all. I belched really loud, and of course, right when I turn, I go around the turn and there's a Sobo. So I'm like, sorry if you just heard me belch. I didn't know anyone was around. She's like, oh, was that you? I'm like, yep, that was me. Just came down all those rocks. And I still have all of these to go, but I can see and hear the road. But my knees are on fire. Oh, made it to the bottom. Wow, that was rough. Harmon Hill, you were a tough one. All right, so I am staying in the, I forget the name of it, but it's a motel. I'm gonna stay with Skittles and Mighty Mouse, and then Prince and Smooth are gonna stay in a different room. So the guy is gonna be here to pick us up in a little bit. I'm excited for a shower and clean clothes and a bed. That'll be nice since my sleeping pad is popped, so I'm excited for that. Alright, well, the other day we found the hole on the other side and we patched it, but then it quickly deflated. So now that we're in the motel, we're trying it again, because we think there's another hole. Well, since I'm in a motel, I've decided to go ahead and backwash my filter because the hiker box in the office had one of these syringes. So I'm going to take advantage of it. First time I put the water through, the water was pretty dirty. The second time wasn't too bad, so I'm going to do it a couple more times and try to get as much dirt out of here as possible so that the flow can be faster, because it's pretty slow right now. That night I met up with Smooth and Prince and had dinner at Chili's. I then got a cozy night's sleep in a comfy bed. Good night!